Hello everybody and welcome to your pick a card reading. We are going to get some love and romance messages from the romance angels. So look at the three angels there and decide which one is calling to you. I will start with the first angel. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everybody who chose the first angel. Let's get right into your reading and see what love messages the romance angels want to bring to you at this time. Okay, so we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Next is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so right away, this is a message of not taking things so seriously right now. If you've just met somebody, there's somebody you're really interested in, or you're completely single, this is a message of it's time to relax. It's time to flow. It's time to trust, your path and the love that is meant for you, because no relationship can be rushed. And when you're feeling really lonely, like I need a partner, it creates a desperation about your energy, and that vibration is very repelling. And this is the romance angels saying, love is all around, and believe that. Open yourself to receive love, feel love already. And, for those of you where there's somebody new, this is a message of really take your time, really allow this relationship to unfold and blossom as it's intended to. There is passion here. And my singles who, you want your partner, start allowing yourself to feel the passion within as if that person is already in your life. Because the more that we notice the absence of something, the more we perpetuate that energy. But the more we are centered and balanced and happy and content and feeling full, that's when we really attract things in, right? And we can be going very well at that, but then we meet somebody and then it fizzles out. And that's because our energy shifts. You've got to maintain that beautiful flow, because when you are in that beautiful flow, you become like the magnet. Everybody wants to get to know you. Everybody wants to spend time with you, Start telling yourself that. Even those of you who have met somebody that you're very intrigued by, start feeling like, oh, this person always wants to spend time with me. I feel so loved. Really go deep and feel it, because that's how you create it. And if you want things to speed up with somebody, that's how you speed things up with somebody. It's by immersing yourself in those energies already. And if somebody isn't treating you the best, not giving you enough attention, even if you really like them, you think they're pretty awesome, give them the same treatment. The way somebody treats you, it tells you everything you need to know about how they feel about you. And yes, I get it, when you're first getting to know somebody, you don't want to message too much and all of that and spook them off. But after a time, the way somebody treats you is all you need to know about how they feel about you. Words can lie, but actions speak. And trust that. And if somebody doesn't seem to have time for you and always has an excuse, then it's time for you to not always have time for them either, and open yourself up to other options, because love yourself first no matter what. If somebody's treating you in ways that you wouldn't treat them, then you know that that's not the right person for you. And no, you're not looking for somebody who's exactly like you. Everybody's different and has their own ways about things, but if somebody's into you, they're not going to keep you waiting. It's going to be hard for them to stay away from you. And that's what you want. And feel that in your heart. Feel that in your energy as if that's your reality. And you will make it so. Two of Wands. Five of Swords. Five of Cups. Four of Swords. Nine of Wands. And 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, there's a really strong message here of don't waste your time and energy on somebody who doesn't seem to want to put much time and energy into you, because in doing so, you really are keeping yourself away from true happiness. And some of you, if you've met, okay, so you've been dealing with somebody that you like, but they're kind of flaky, they don't commit, whatever the case may be, and you've recently met somebody new, and you're trying to decide, this is a message from the romance angels to go with the new person who is wanting to give you time and energy. You know, at the end of the day, I know people say like love is the greatest gift that you can give to anybody. I agree, love is a great gift, but I feel an equal valuable gift that any of us can give to another is our time, because all of our time is limited on this planet. We only have so much of it, and who we give that to should be worthy of it and deserving of it, because any amount of time you are spending on anybody, whether in the physical or keeping you separated from meeting other people mentally and emotionally, because of what you're going through, that's time you're spending that you're throwing away. You only have so much time. And so if somebody is not willing to give you that same beautiful, most sacred gift of all, their time, they do not deserve yours. They don't. Because each and every one of us only has so much time. And that's the true currency right there, is our time on this earth. To live, to breathe, to experience, see sunrises, sunsets, to love, to laugh, even to cry. All right? So, if somebody is not giving you the time you know you deserve, then it's time to pull your energy back. And yes, when you first meet somebody and you're getting to know each other, you've really got to let things bloom and blossom and unfold. But you know, if you're just truly getting nowhere with somebody, don't try to push it, don't try to force it, and don't waste your time on it anymore. Open yourself up to happiness, because this is what is out there for you. Everybody who chose this first angel is this 10 of Pentacles. And that's the whole enchilada. That is stability in the physical, material world, creating a very strong foundation, perhaps a family, an empire with this person. And it's love, and it's long lasting. Okay, that's what you truly deserve, because that's what you have to give inside you. And you know, those of you who are single out there, and you're feeling just really sad, really lonely, like, you know, when is my person coming? I feel so strongly of get out of that mindset of that you're lonely. And I know it's hard. Believe you me, I have been there. I know it's hard, but it's imperative that you fall in love with you and love you the same way that you want somebody else to. All right? Because that's the energy you create that attracts somebody into you. So fall in love with yourself the way that you want somebody to love you, and notice all the things about yourself that are magic and that are special, and why your time is precious. And if somebody isn't meeting you halfway, they don't deserve anything from you. They don't. Time is precious. It is the most valuable and sacred gift we can ever give to another person. Truly, truly think about it deeply. Feel it in your roots. You know, and just think about when you're dealing with customer service or anything where you know you need service from somebody for something. The person you deal with that really listens to you and makes you feel personable and talks to you and cares about your needs and handles that. I mean, that's everything to you, right? You know, if somebody in customer service can give you more time and care than somebody you're trying to date, I mean, that should tell you everything. But I just use that as an example because you know what it feels like to really be seen and heard and cared about by somebody that you need help from, right? Because a lot of people they don't care. So when you get somebody who does, it's everything to you. Sometimes somebody just giving you a moment of their time is everything. Right, look at that. Ace of Wands. The Magician. Ten of Swords. Four of Wands. The Sun. And Eight of Swords. See, being focused on somebody who isn't really willing to give you the same time and energy, or being deeply focused on the fact that there's no romance there, is keeping you from what you desire. Okay? And those of you who, you know, are dealing with somebody who doesn't give you much time, you already kind of know. Like, you have this intuition of, I don't think they're that into me, or maybe they have more options, or there's just more going on in their life. Okay? And some people, they just don't make that much time for relationships, and that's just who they are. And if that's just who they are, that's never really going to change about who they are, right? So a strong, strong message is, it's, you know, whether you're involved with somebody who's not, you know, super in yet, or you're completely single, there's a message from the romance angels to really love yourself. Fall in love with yourself the way you want somebody else to love you. Compliment yourself. Be sweet to yourself. Be kind to yourself the way that you want your romantic partner to be. And over time, you will have developed such a strong relationship and love for self that you'll immediately know when somebody isn't being good to you. Because when, you know, we've gone through bad relationships and we haven't been loved and honored and we've been taken advantage of, it does distort our own connection to self. But the more we work on loving ourselves and healing ourselves, we become quite balanced and centered. And you won't tolerate anybody trying to steal your most precious and sacred resource, which is your time. And I'm not saying it's more valuable than love. I'm just saying love endures for all eternity, but time is limited here in this body, in this experience. And from there, when we transition back into the non-physical, all we take with us is the experience, the time that we had here. Time is precious. Friends, you have a great friendship that could grow into more if you work on it. Okay, so what I feel is this is where there's somebody around you that has something for you that you're just kind of like, no, because your eyes are somewhere else, or you don't see it as a viable option for whatever reason. Caution, don't get involved with this person too deeply, as they are not who they seem to be, okay? So for those of you where somebody, it's just like, again, they never have time or they're weird about their time, it's not about letting things just naturally unfold. No. Everybody makes time for what matters to them, for what interests them, right? Think of yourself. So if somebody is just always too busy or has one excuse after another, that's a red flag. Knowledge, you have more to learn about yourself and others before you commit. And see, that goes back into that relationship with yourself that the romance angels are talking about. And security, you are safe and secure with your partner and your relationship is harmonious. Because why? This is what you truly desire, right? This is what you want, this kind of love. So you've got to be more connected with yourself and understand your worth and your value more. And you know, this person around you that that has eyes for you, but you don't have eyes for them, through this like self-healing and self-falling in love, you might actually start seeing them in a different light. Soulmate, your partner is a soulmate who will help open your heart fully to love. Okay, so look at that. This is where you're headed. This is that 10 of Pentacles energy. And right now, if you know for a fact, okay, yeah, you know, I am kind of hard on myself. I don't love myself. I don't compliment myself. I'm not that good to myself. Then this is the angel saying, work on that. Because this is the love that's there for you. And when it comes, you want to believe that you deserve it. You don't want to feel insecure in any capacity. Because when you love yourself and you know your worth and your value, when something absolutely amazing comes along and loves you right back, there's no question. There's no insecurity. You're like, you're my soulmate. And they know that you're their soulmate because you guys are on the same vibe. And so anything that doesn't have time for you, no longer have time for it. And focus on loving yourself. And again, if you're totally single and alone, start working on feeling what it's like to be in a relationship. Remember all the good times in past relationships and conjure up those emotions. Because that's the kind of love you want. You don't want another relationship where you feel just as lonely in the relationship as you would if you were completely single. Because this is what is meant for you, and that is so beautiful. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith and trust. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And what is that? To love yourself. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And what is that divine timing? This beautiful love and romance right there. Okay? Because the very next card is wedding. So, the romance angels have called you here today to tell you that yes, this exists. And, you know, if there is somebody that you've recently met that you like and they're giving you time, really just allow it to unfold quite naturally and make the effort to learn to really love yourself. And I know it's just words, but I mean this so deeply. To know your worth and your value. So when you look in the mirror every day, you can tell yourself, I love you so much, and mean it and feel it. Because that's what you want in a relationship, is somebody to look at you and say that and mean it and feel it. And it calls love to you. And anybody who strings you along and gives you scraps, you deserve better than that. And I'm telling you, you guys have a friend who is around you, who is all about you, who sees your worth and your value. Oh my goodness, this is so interesting. There's a friend who is around you that sees your worth and your value. But you may not be able to see them back in the same light because your own self-perception and level of self-love is actually lower than what they feel and what they see when they look at you. In fact, the more you love yourself, the more you might start to see this person in a different light. And this friend would be somebody that you're like, oh yeah, you know, they're attractive, whatever. But it's like, I don't feel that. Like, I don't feel it for him. I don't feel it for him. It's just what you would say. Like, even, like, it's the chemistry or whatever's not there for me. Is how you would express that. This isn't where this person is just like an absolute no-go, not your type on any level type of friend, okay? It's just somebody that you just see as a friend, like, but as the way you feel for yourself changes, the way you see them begins to change. How interesting. That's just a message for some of you, obviously, but wow. But for all of you, that yes, there is love for you, but where are you at vibrationally about it? Because where we're at about it at any given time is what we're calling to ourselves. And so if we're like, everybody is just a player, they just play games, they use me, they walk away, that's our vibration about it, which means we just keep attracting that same type of partner. And that's why the angels are saying, really fall in love with yourself, because when you do, then you know your worth and your value, and you recognize how precious your time is. And it's not meant to just be spent on anybody. If they're not willing to invest that time, their precious time, right back into you, okay? All right, I feel that that message is complete for this first angel. I truly hope that this has helped, and I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the second angel. Let's jump right into your reading and see what the romance angels have to say for you when it comes to love and romance. All right, true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so somebody's afraid here. There is a real connection between you and another person. And they are afraid. They are afraid, or you are afraid. Okay? One of you. Or maybe even both of you. With that deception, either somebody's hiding their true feelings, not acting as though they are as strong and there as they are, or they are trying to distract themselves from those feelings because there's a sense of being uncomfortable. Somebody in this connection is very afraid to be in love, but there is a real and genuine connection going on here. So let's pull more cards. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody's fearing that this connection isn't going to work. And that could kind of go both ways. You know, the person who's afraid is like, oh, you know, this is just never going to work. Something's going to happen. And then the other person is probably like, you know, well, I'm not going to wait around forever. Or I can't be understanding forever. If they don't move forward, how is this going to work out? There is a genuine desire, though, to work on this relationship on both sides. And there's a conversation that you guys are going to have about it. About putting in the effort and talking about fears. I'm getting that you guys are opposite in some capacity. There could even be an age gap here. And that might be what some of this fear is about, is whatever this big difference is between the two of you, or if this big difference could be like an age gap. There's something there, and that makes one of you really nervous. Like, well, how could this work? Or how could this be? There's some aspect, some dynamic to your guys' connection that makes one of you, or maybe even both of you, like nervous. But I'm still getting like this is genuine. This is a genuine connection. And look, before I even go to start shuffling the smaller deck to clarify, there's that Three of Pentacles. You both want this relationship to work. Strong earth and fire energies are coming through. So that tells me this is a solid connection, and there is a lot of passion and chemistry here. Two of Pentacles, Strength, Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords. A lot of insecurity though. Nine of Wands and the Tower. Okay, so other than, and look at, here's the King of Wands is actually next. Other than the Swords card here, you know, and the Major Arcanas, we're keeping with that Pentacles and Wands theme. So there is a lot of passion, chemistry, desire, but it's real. It's not just fantasy. There's a real solid connection here. It's quite beautiful, okay? But there is a lot of insecurity. In fact, one of you did not expect this relationship to happen. And you know what? This is very specific for somebody that picked the second angel, so this is not going to resonate for everybody, this message I'm about to give right here. But you or them was already in a relationship with somebody else when this started. Because I feel it's very unexpected. I didn't see this coming. And the connection that was established just kind of happened on its own. And I do feel there was a resistance to it for a while, but then it just, it came together. And so that's a struggle of, okay, well, wow, this is something real. What do we do about this? Is kind of where you're at. And again, that's a very specific message for somebody. For the rest of you, it's this dynamic of some difference between the two of you. I mean, this could even be where one of you is Republican and one of you is Democrat, all right? Very opposite energies, but you guys, each other, your personalities, your chemistry, all of that, you're so attracted to each other, okay? That's a scenario that just like popped up. But that just shows you like there's something here. And even though there's a real solid connection, there's some dynamic or difference that makes one or both of you a bit afraid of the longevity. You know, what could this really evolve into? What will we become? Yeah, let's pull some more cards. Commitment. This relationship is becoming more serious and could be long-term. Soulmate. Your partner is a soulmate who will help you open your heart to fully love. Secrets. There are hidden feelings or undisclosed intentions in this relationship. Discussion. It's time to have a heart-to-heart talk with your partner. And twin flame. Your partner is your twin flame who is here to help you grow spiritually. All right, so again, it's talking about this really solid connection between you and this person. However, with the secrets, that goes back into where one or both of you is kind of hiding how deeply you truly do feel for the other, or for some of you, this is where, you know, it's more of a third-party situation, and this relationship is something that you did not expect to happen, or they did not expect to happen. All right. Other than that third-party dynamic, I mean, that's the only negative about this that I am picking up on, because if it's a third party, obviously that can get very messy and sticky, right? But for the sake of the reading, the connection that you have with that person is very real. And for the rest of you, this is a true connection. There's just a lot of fear about the longevity of the relationship due to insecurity, you know, things that somebody's been through in the past. Again, there could be this big difference or age gap between the two of you, but this is very true. This is very real, and it's time to have a open and honest discussion about how deep your feelings both truly go, because it's there, but there's a lot of fear. Somebody is so afraid to just open up and love here. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Yeah, this is a real connection, okay? And make the effort is the very next card. if you are all in and you're like, I love you, you are the sun, moon, and stars, let me give you my heart, all of that, and it's your person who is a little shy and scared, you've just got to give them time, truly, okay? Because it says let go of control issues. And if this goes the other way around, where your partner is like wanting to be all in, but you feel nervous, you feel insecure, you feel unsure, it's time to really relax your energy, because the connection that is coming through in this reading, no matter your personal dynamics, is true love. Okay? That was the very first card out. And we got soulmate, and we've got twin flames coming through as well. But it's real, it's true. And I don't see anything about this connection to fear. It's more like we really need to open up and be vulnerable and let our guard down and get honest with ourselves about how much this relationship does mean. Look at this, the world. This relationship is meant to have many, many seasons in this timeline. As I say that, look at what tried to flip the Ace of Swords. You know, this could even be a relationship where it's like you guys have been keeping your relationship a secret from maybe family or friends, keeping it on the down low for some reason. All right, Five of Cups. Death. Okay, so there's the fear of it ending, of it not being real, of it not being solid. Page of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. It's real, okay? But there's a great fear of hearts getting broken, of, for some of you, this difference. But in this timeline, I see that you guys are meant to be together. You guys are true soulmates. I mean, you got soulmates and twin flame come through. And I feel at present, this relationship just needs to be given time to breathe and grow naturally, and to trust the process and to trust the journey of it. Because there's nothing that's coming through that's negative. What I feel is two people who have a strong connection bond, great attraction for each other, so much so that it makes them afraid. And I don't know why, but the angels just want me to keep saying this is real. It is a real, true connection. On both sides. And it's important for you to know that for some reason. All right, let's see if the angels want to say anything else. I don't know if you can hear any licking back there, but my cat, she decided to start bathing herself right here behind me and the camera. And I can hear her pretty well, so I don't know if you guys can hear her or not. There's the world again. The Hierophant, the Hermit, Two of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay. And look at the very next card would be the Fool. I feel it's more the masculine energy in this connection, or the more like either a masculine or, you know, feminines can take on a more masculine energy. So it's who's ever more masculine in this connection is the one who's afraid. And I feel they've been burned in the past. They may have had a marriage end. They may even have had a spouse that transitioned. They've been through something. Okay, and also I'm coming back to that third party situation. It's like their relationship with their partner in that situation ended a long time ago. But it looks like they may have stayed together for appearances, like the family, or if they had children or a business, something like with family appearances. Okay, and now that this person has met you, they don't see any reason to keep this appearance up or this facade up in this relationship. And I feel like this relationship with you is the catalyst to finally get them to close the door on something that ended a long time ago. And that's just for those of you where that applies, obviously. But for the rest of you, that's more masculine energy, has definitely gone through some things. And I don't feel they were closed to like dating and things like that. But to be full blown in love, doing all that again, no, that wasn't in their plans. And then they met you. And you changed everything. It's a new path. It's a new journey. It's a new beginning for them, this relationship with you. But like I said, I keep getting throughout this whole reading that this is, you know, there's infinite timelines before us, all right? And we choose which timeline we experience based on our vibration. And this timeline is both very, very strong in both of you, of what is wanted, what is desired, what you're putting your energy towards. And because of that, I feel this is a relationship that's going to grow and blossom and bloom. And there's no reason to be afraid. And if it's the other person that's afraid here and not you, then you've just got to give this time to really grow. Because it's real in both of you, equally. Even if quite unexpected, it's there. And I see you guys together. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the third angel. Let's get right in to your romance angel love messages. See what the romance angels have to say to you. All right, we've got calling in your soulmate, Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so this is a message about a relationship that is not physically currently in your life, all right? This could be somebody that you have already been involved with, this life journey, at a minimum, okay? Because you've absolutely had an interaction, a romance, love in previous life with this particular person, okay? And so I'm kind of torn on whether you've already met them in this life journey or if you're going to meet them at some point in the future, because that past life energy, it feels very strong. Your guys' bond connection already feels very strong to me. So that's why I'm saying, because that first card would indicate, all right, this is somebody that's about to come into your reality, all right? But the retreat next to it is like, oh, okay, this is somebody who they could potentially already know, but isn't currently with them. And then that past life energy just really convolutes it, because, again, I feel a really strong bond between you and this person. And if you're currently separated from this person, there is some sort of reconnection in the future. But if you're separated at present, there's good reason for it. There's some sort of soul healing, soul searching that needs to take place within you or within this person. And if you've yet to meet them in this life journey, you both are working on yourselves spiritually at present time. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper. Alright, Page of Cups, Death, Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, Chariot, and Queen of Wands. Okay, so what's very interesting is, if you have yet to meet this person in this life journey, there's some part of you that knows they exist. Okay, and that's again why I'm struggling to really separate whether you've already met them in this life or not. In previous life, there was a lot that was left undone before one of you transitioned back into the non-physical. All right, there was some things that were left undone. Now in this life journey, if you guys have already met and separated, it's like you separated under the same conditions where things were left undone. There's things that were not said. There's soul lessons still in progress here. And that's why I feel eventually there's a coming back together, whether through love and romance or if you guys just become friends, okay? I see a reconnection here. And if you've never met this person in this life yet, again, there's a part of you that senses their existence, that knows that something is missing from your life. And it could be very confusing and like, well, why do I feel this if they're not here? And right now, both of you are on some sort of spiritual journey to help awaken and evolve yourselves to align into this union. Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Wow, we got the Seven of Swords twice. And then Knight of Wands. Okay, one of you is definitely more emotionally mature over the other. Okay, so for those that met in this life so far, the way things ended between the two of you was bad. It was negative, okay? With Death and the Ten of Swords, and then two Seven of Swords. There may have been betrayal. One of you may have wanted to end things, the other one did not. There could have been a blockage of progressing forward, like, no, we're not getting married, or something along those lines. All right, because, you know, things came to an end, and it was hard, and it took one of you a long time to really heal from this separation, and may still be in the healing process. But there is a victory. The one that feels very betrayed, there is a victory that comes to them. Okay, and I do see, again, at some point in the future, you and this person speaking again. Now, those of you where you've yet to meet them in this life journey, the way when they transitioned last lifetime, it was very, very hard for you or for them. Like, one of you transitioned, and the one that was still alive remaining, it was a very painful experience. And it's interesting, this past life energy, it's so convoluted and like interwoven. It's like I'm being shown a blanket, okay, a knitted blanket already, and this past life energy is now like also interwoven into the blanket, but like separately. It's so hard to express the way I'm feeling this and seeing this. When you and this person meet, there may be fear within you or within them about love, because there's going to be soul memory of what happened previous life journey. And there's the fear of, I don't want to lose you, I don't want to lose you. And that's why meeting in this lifetime, for those of you that already have, it was very hard for this relationship to end, to part ways, because of that soul memory of past life journey and the way things happened and the way things unfolded. Direction. Your angels are whispering guidance in your ear to help you find your heart's desire. Promise. This relationship shows a lot of potential if you are willing to put in the work. The one, this partner may be the one you have been looking for, so give it a fair chance. Expectations. Unrealistic expectations are keeping you from meeting your life partner. And distance. You and your partner may spend some time apart or be emotionally unavailable. Okay, see that same energy of past life and this life all coming together in one, which makes it hard to read this message, so I do apologize. So that direction, those of you that just know this soulmate exists somewhere, you're not crazy. The soulmate does, okay? And the distance down there at the end. Some of you have already met this person and you separated for now. And, you know, the reason for the soul journey right now, whether you've met or haven't met, the reason why you guys are doing the soul journey right now is to really work through emotional baggage and just different things, not just around love, but about life. There's a need of emotional growth and spiritual evolution in both of you, perhaps in different ways, but there's growth taking place in both of you for this relationship to come back together, or for you guys to align for the first time in this life journey and have strong, solid foundation beneath your feet, because this is your love, the one. It's right there at the center. You could even be married to this person, and it's like you guys separated without divorcing. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so we just keep getting confirmation after confirmation that this person is the one. Okay, and if you've yet to meet, the waiting so far in this life journey to meet them is going to be worth it, because again, you both are really growing and expanding spiritually and emotionally at present through some sort of spiritual journey that you both are on. And those of you that have met but have had to go your separate ways, it's better to separate and preserve the relationship than to have stayed together and completely destroyed it. Okay, and some of you may feel it was destroyed altogether just because of some of the cards I see, but there's a lot of healing that's taking place through separation, a lot of growth. And when the timing is right, your angels and their angels will lead you two back together, because I feel because of the way these cards came out here, how there's a knight on the page and then there's a knight on this queen. Is one of you is much more emotionally mature, perhaps grounded, balanced, knowing what you want, and the other one, it seems a bit more scattered, less grown. Okay, because again, a page is immature compared to a knight, and a knight is immature compared to a queen, right? And so the fact that they aligned like this shows me there was an imbalance of energy, and somebody really needs to emotionally grow and tune into their spirit. And the other one needs a lot of emotional healing and allow the past experience to transform into wisdom and strength. But in either scenario, whether you've met in this life and separated, or you've yet to meet, this is somebody from past life that you have loved dearly and greatly. And I feel this is more than one lifetime, and that could also be why it's so convoluted. The bond feels just inseparable at the soul. And it's like you guys would find each other in any lifetime. And that's why for those of you that have yet to meet, you just know that there is somebody, like you feel that like something's missing from you. And even if you've been in love before, you just know, no, I haven't met my one. Like I've loved, there's been some great people, but I have not met my one. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. And look at here. Finally. That is equal energy. That is aligned energy. A queen and an emperor. Okay? That, for those of you who have met, this is why you had to separate and part. One of you really needed to emotionally heal, and one of you really needed to like grow up. And so through separation, that's what's happening. Work that needs to take place is happening. And for those of you that have yet to meet, the scenario is the same. At present, one of you is really emotionally healing, growing, maturing, whereas the other one is really getting themselves together, getting balanced, getting solid in who they are. And that needs to be complete before you guys meet and come together in union. Yeah, at the root of this connection, it's like you guys are ancient. Many, many lifetimes have your paths crossed. And it's love every time. You guys are truly kindred spirits. You know what? That's about all I'm getting for this message. So this message is complete. I hope that this has helped. And I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.